Everyone, and welcome to my channel. Good to talk to you once again. And today's Sunday, and I've been thinking to ask you guys a question. What is your grinding for? Very soon we will be probably a couple days off from work. For me, for instance, it will be like together 10 days of me without work because I'm, Christmas seasons layoff. I don't know how to explain it. I'm still gonna get paid, don't worry about it. It's just that I will spend a little bit more time with my family and my good friends, and of course I also will play a couple games with this game. So what is my first stage of grinding? Which ship you want to grind? That's my question for you guys. And for me, I can definitely answer that question. I am, in the short run, like to very much grind the Soviet heavy cruiser line, and that it's, of course, I already have the Alexander Nevsky and I have the Tallinn. I need to grind for the Riga and Petropavlos. The Petropavlos, that's the ship in the short run that I very much would like to grind. It's kind of obvious why I do like, the USS Alaska. Yes, you have kind of a slow rate of fire, but you have so many tools. I mean, let's say, for instance, this particular ship or Alaska, if you are an aircraft carrier, probably it's not the smartest idea to go to strike. Yes, it can be strike. On the other hand, almost kind of in some weird spot that this fulfill a role of a AA fleet escort cruiser. You have only Worcester beats you in AA. Can you believe that? And especially the long range. Kind of weird, but seriously, guys, you have the longest range of the AA. You also have a crazy small target. I do believe this side, you see how high in this water, it's just slightly higher than the damn gearing, and gearing it's at tier 10 destroy, for crying out loud. So there's a very little target. And of course, guys, the specialty about this ship, it's definitely the armor. You have this icebreaker, which makes almost impossible if you perfect bow on. If you want to citadel this ship from bow on, you can, because it's 50 millimeters. And yes, you can do a lot of damage over here because that's because her weakness is over there, it's 25. But over here, HE spammer, yeah, good luck. You have to hit the superstructure, and superstructure, it's not a whole lot. The best way to deal with this cruiser is trying to aim there and there if you have a HE spamming small caliber guns. But of course, guys, don't get me wrong, if they're German cruisers, they will actually pan even 50 millimeters. So the Germans cruiser are by far the most dangerous you can face, because they will pan you and do full damage everywhere. On the other hand, if you're right angle, you can still receive huge amount of damage. On the other hand, this is one of those few cruisers you cannot citadel in the front. I'm talking about bow and end. I mean, this ice breaks makes this ship kind of a stay bow on and trying to survive the incoming huge damn caliber guns. But guys, it's not just that. It's almost like Alaska in that regard. What is Alaska? Alaska has the most hard-hitting AP shells in the game, together with Petro Pavlos. How is that? This is absolutely a cruiser killer. If you're showing you broadside to a Petro Pavlo, well, expect to die. Literally, expect to receive a huge citadel damage and huge damage overall. And this DPM of this ship, it's actually higher than Alaska. The great thing about Alaska, the shells are crazy tight together, so you can receive and deal several citadel in one salvo. And same story over here, guys. Great guns, well, probably one of the best guns, cruiser guns in this game, actually. And there is very few weakness, because if you're a carrier, you don't, that's the first thing you want to go, just strike Petro. It's never gonna happen. Same story if you're a destroyer, you're not just gonna delete this cruiser. Of course, the biggest downside is, of course, the battleship. The battleship will still do a lot of damage, even though if they probably will not citadel you, and that's the reason you want to play this line. It's not easy, especially the tier 10, to just sit. Of course, if you show them broadside, yes, every cruiser will die of a good aimed salvo from the enemy battleship. So this is my first grind. But in a long grind, I'm talking about what it's my long, probably it does not need to go and grind this Christmas, but let's say next year's grind, guys, it's definitely this lovely ship, the Venezia. That it's my shall I say, from 2021 grind, that it's my wish. I do, guys, like the cruiser gameplay. Sure, they can be frustration, and there are a lot of times that you know, put yourself in a bad situation. But let's say if you're Moscow, you cannot just reverse and show your broadside and kite away. It's never gonna happen. You're too big of a cruiser, you will die. The only thing you can do in Moscow, it's reverse. This thing of the Venezia, you can pop the lovely special smoke and just get the hell out of there from a bad situation, because here's the deal, guys, she's one of the fastest cruisers in this game and crazy good turning radius, and in many ways she fulfills actually a role of a cruiser. What's a cruiser? It's a great DPM, high damage, and also a support. I believe the reason you see so many players in competitive, I'm talking about King of Seas, why do you see so many Venezia? Is it because it's a bad ship? Nope. I honestly believe, guys, because of this crazy firepower and a sap and sorry, I'm talking about the smoke and torpedoes. Yes, you don't have the best AA, that it's true, that it's her downside. It must be some kind of a quirk. But guys, seriously, if you aim for a big, huge, damn superstructure of any big tier 10 battleships, yes, you cannot put them on fire. But guys, SAP will do whopping damage, probably close to 20,000 damage one freaking salvo. Yes, they do reload kind of a slow, and you can never put any enemy on fire. That is the truth. But you are huge, shall I say, damage dealer in one salvo. Yes, that's the perfect word. For instance, let's say the Zao will do much less damage a full salvo to a battleship than this ship will do, and both of them, they kind of a slow reload. I'm talking about a reload time base. It's kind of slow, right? This thing reload without any captain's perk and stuff like that. Oh lord, 21 a second. That is huge, a lot of. But the thing is, what it makes this ship kind of a broken, the sap penetration 54, which basically means, guys, that this thing shits on your 50 millimeters armor, Kreml, Moskva, Petropavlos, you name it, and that it's stock without any module whatsoever, any captain's perk or adrenaline rush or anything yet. Yes, that is a balancing factor. But guys, the truth is, almost no matter where the hell you aim, as long as you don't aim right on the belt protection, torpedo protection, as long as you don't aim there, you have to aim higher. Well, you do full damage, and yeah, full sap penetration to almost all ships. And it's absolutely murderous strong versus anything light, like destroys, because the alpha damage is crazy. But Zaos, you do less damage, but the chance to put your enemy on fire in Zao, it's crazy high, and it will compensate that. Even though you do less alpha damage with Zao, most likely you have a couple, 10, 15 fires in one battle if you just shooting like a madman. With this one, you're never gonna have one single fire. Besides, the secondary can probably put someone on fire if you're lucky. But you have a pretty long range torpedo and smoke and agile, so she is in many ways the perfect cruiser, support cruiser. You're not the one to brawl. You want from stay from far away, because the shells are sap. What the hell is that? 950 meters per second. For someone who probably does have Zao, which I do, 950 meters per second, guys, it's laser. It's pinpoint accuracy. It's freaking absolutely easiest on Earth to use and hit your enemy. Seriously, this is Soviet territory of 950 meters per second, and you have 15 guns, and the range is fantastic, and even better so with let's say the spotter plane. Remember, Zao does not have this range 17.1, so that's the biggest weakness with Zao. You have great guns, extremely easy to hit your enemy, and because of those 950 meters per second like Venezia has, but it has shorter range. Sure, it has better concealment, but this thing on the other hand has shall I say, Italian smoke, which you go full speed and easiest on Earth to disengage as long as you have the smoke available. Otherwise, both of those two ships, I'm talking about long-range support ships, Zao and Venezia, but the truth is, guys, seriously, if you have those tools like smoke and longer range and crazy speed, I do believe that's something I kind of forgot to mention. It's the maneuverability, the maneuver of this ship. It's absolutely hilarious. Pretty good turning radius, and 36.6 knots without speed flag. You will have one of the fastest cruiser in the entire game. So yes, you don't have the speed boost, but who cares about speed boost when you can just use your rudder left and right and disengage and get the hell out of there, because who's gonna catch you? There's very few ships that will even come close to you. With speed flags, you will reach as fast as a freaking gearing without gearing speed boost. What I'm trying to say is, guys, this is by far one of the fastest cruiser in this game. I cannot come up with one faster cruiser than this one. Beside the French one, of course. The French one with Speed Blue are the fastest, But the French one does not have the smoke and the firepower. Unfortunately, they nerfed to the ground. Unfortunately, the Henry IV. So that is for me this new bad boy. They're very much like to grind, but that it's for next year grind. For this year, it's Petropavlos. So guys, what is your grinding, and is it anything I can help to give you tips and trick, commander skill advice, or anything else? I very much would like to help you guys to reach that brand new ship that you always have worked so long time for, as long as you don't pay it with doubloons, a lot of free experience. I do not actually recommend you to do it, guys. It's up to you. It's your time, it's your money. I'm not gonna suggest anything, but trying to figure out, like me, I never had I actually have one Italian cruiser. Yes, I do. That's the premium tier 7 one. I kind of forgot her name. So yeah, I can definitely use her to train my commanders, but the best commander captain, it's of course, guys, it's the Giulio Cesare, which it's a Italian tier 5 premium overpower, and it was so strong and it was so good, not because she was OP, but she kind of fulfilled a role of a super cruiser at tier 5. that Wargame decided to remove her. So yes, I do have 2 premium ships that I can level up my Venezia captain, and that is the nicest thing about World of Warship, that you can take your cruiser captain inside the battleship and play your favorite battleship and still level up that captain without penalty, like that stupid World of Tanks that it has to be heavy for level up your heavy regular attached tree. You know, how weird is that? Over here you can even put whatever you want, you know, any sorts of ships type in your premium vessel and premium ship, and that's a really nice thing, you know what I mean? So yeah, go and figure. I do like the Italian. They are a little bit unique, and guys, seriously, yes, this is not a perfect brawler in that regard. You don't have a lot of good armor, you don't have a lot of let's say crazy alpha damage, but the thing is, what you do have, and I do believe that it's also the same story with the Italian cruiser, extremely maneuverable, extremely hard hitting guns, and that it makes you going from A to B pretty down fast, and you avoid the incoming torpedo wall from let's say enemy destroyers pretty damn good. You have the best turning radius, and you have the best rudder of all nations. So that it's the cork of the Italian one. Sure, the AA, it's what AA. Guys, thank you guys for watching. Let me know in a comment below what is your grind and which ship you want to grind in the near future. Have a good one, take care, and bye.